Alright,
Give me a
so back to
second.
the business at hand.
Lost assassination
So-
attempt and all that.
Yeah, you were trying to kill him, so. Why didn't you pipe up? I mean, just,
Stealthily do it.
So he just turns around and is like, oh, and tell your friend he needs to try harder if he wants to kill me.
Oh, I didn't do anything. I was just
Okay.
eavesdropping for now.
Yeah. No, he's
Yeah,
just assuming that
eavesdropping.
that's what your intent was. So it's like, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that one. So, like, he, let's see, D100.
Ouch.
Okay, so, not Grimmaul, like, so he, like, brushes past you and he basically picks up Dr. Seven. Like, he just grabs him through the tent and pulls him through the tent. He's not holding you in, like, a chokehold. He's holding you in enough of a hold where that, it's like, don't you and he's like holding you like in place. It's like, don't you think, like, let's see, is he off the ground? No, he like puts you down immediately, just to see that you're in sight range. It's like, don't you think it's bad enough that we have enough problems without you trying to kill us else also?
I'm not trying to kill anybody. Just want to hear what's going on.
It's like, you could have used the front door, you know.
I'm usually not invited to these things.
It's like, very well. And then he just turns around. Just,
He just like throws you away.
Oh, he doesn't bother. I mean, like, if you're gonna kill him, you're gonna kill him. If not, then he doesn't have time to worry about it.
Alright,
It's
I
like,
guess
right,
that's my...
we're gonna have to. It's like, we'll have to set up defenses. So he's looking at the shamans. Shamans, gather the orcs. You, gather your brothers.
Do you have any wounded?
So it's, no, he's like issuing all the orders and it's like, so you're a priest as well. We could use your aid. So follow our hunter. She'll lead you to where the wounded are.
Also, the guy that was probably gonna try and kill you is a doctor. He might be able to help with diseases.
So he does like a cynical look. It's like, I'd rather not trust the man who just tried to, quote unquote, kill me.
I didn't attempt anything yet.
Okay.
I mean, damn.
So and he just like he leaps the table and it's like, I have
Is
to
it
rally
because
what's
he's-
left of the defense.
Is he really because he's a crow, and that's why he just thinks he's gonna kill
Yeah,
him?
he's just assuming. Maybe he has experience with crowmen, maybe not.
Fucking
Racist!
racist.
I know,
Racist.
damn.
So,
Racist orcs, man. Fucking... Alright.
well, I mean,
Well,
if you're a man in his position, do you have the opportunity to second guess those racisms? No,
Nah.
you don't have the opportunity.
Guess
Okay,
not.
so the troll hunter's gonna lead you there.
He's gonna lead you there. I'm gonna assemble... I guess that's my cue to assemble the elves. The
So
tower.
you see, like, there's most of them are defenders, but like they're varying degrees of wounded.
Well, they look like shit.
Like some of them are missing limbs, some of them are like their faces are totally covered up in bandages. Like these guys are worse for wear. You notice there's no trolls in there. Like but you do notice that like in the corner there's like there's a more regal orc than the rest.
God damn.
Like he's wearing full armor, and he's still like he's holding in one hand he's got a blade, and then he doesn't even have another arm.
So I like walk up to one of the ones without
Do
like
100.
a limb,
See if you can actually affect
and
them
then
at all.
ask. So do you have the limbs?
Okay. They can't even look at you. Some of them are like they're in a daze. They're in like a see, is there a doctor? Yeah, there's a doctor. So if you're gonna notice from the society that the orc hunters are usually the ones who do most of their work. So it's like he's a very professional looking orc this time, and it's like they can't really talk. I had to induce them into a coma in order to prevent them from crying out in pain for the next 7 hours or more.
But do you have the limbs?
Okay.
I can reattach limbs if you have them.
Okay. It's like, well, you can give it a shot. And so he just points to a bin with all the limbs in it. It's like, that's cold storage. That's where we keep all the limbs.
Who's?
So it's like, just do be careful. These are very delicate. These, we don't want an orc coming back with a limb that's not functional.
If he's not going to use it, I'll just eat the bin. I mean,
I'm sort of
you
like
know.
rifling through the bin and like trying to match the limb to the orc.
Is it hard? It is difficult because some of them look pretty much the same.
Oh, it doesn't matter if we're bigger, we look the
So
same.
Dr.
Ooh.
7 is, so
You
he's
can
looking
eat
at you
any
and
of
saying,
those.
hey, what are you doing?
No, they're going back on the bodies.
No, not that. He's looking at 7 and saying that. It's like, hey, what are you doing?
Looking.
Okay. It's like, so long as you're looking.
Well,
So let's see if I can actually put limbs back on at the moment.
D100. So no,
Nope.
so you're touching again. It's like you're starting to get
Too
the
old.
feeling that this isn't normal because you're not feeling the same life essence like you should. Like, you know, it's almost like your powers are shut off. Like you're touching a lot of things and you're touching a lot of people, but you can't seem to feel their life essence right now.
Unusual.
So then you hear a voice in your head. It's like, oh, you can't heal anyone anymore. I wonder who did that.
Oh.
shafted.
Come
I
on.
told you
wait.
you were a killer. Let's see if you can still heal people without your powers. Shall we?
7.
Okay, I walk
Yes.
up and start using my Medicaid skills.
Okay. So,
Yes.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
which means your medical skill will work on anything. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
shit.
So, so it's like, so you just kind of shrug and you just go about medication. So do you know advanced doctoring techniques? No, you know just basic Medicare.
Hold on. What does the voice say? Is the voice like screaming out in like rage? Because like it just failed.
No. It's like silently observing you. But just know, you don't have your powers for a while until, I guess, it decides to release you from...
I mutter to myself, why do you always have to be difficult?
Yeah. Are you actually
7.
helping, or are you trying to hurt them?
Yeah, I'll actually help him out.
D100. Do you have,
Does he have Doesn't he have Medicaid?
Yeah, D100 again. Okay, so your medical knowledge is much superior. It's like, no, you do it this way. So
That's not
you're
good,
showing
second
Annabelle. It's
finger.
like because I guess you've treated orcs before, or you just know anatomy so much that from
I've
dissection
amputated
that you
enough
just
people.
know. Oh, this goes to that, and this attaches to that.
You amputee enough people,
Yeah.
and
So
damn.
let's see. Do you have that skill? You can actually put arms back on like surgically, not just through artificial means.
Oh, that's convenient.
So you're putting it in some like it's a 50-50 for you. So let's see, how many are there? 6, 7, 8, 9. Roll a d9 or roll a d8. D8 is the one. This is for 7. You 6 out of 8 go without a hitch. 2 of them are going to have complications. D100, are they fatal complications or are they not? No, they're not. So some of them are going to have to go, like, one of them's not going to, the 2 on the right are going to remain in, because one of them, his leg was just way too damaged, so he can't go anywhere. And the other one, his arm, you can't send an orc out to fight with just one arm. It wouldn't be wise. So until they get, like, a prosthetic or something, or a replacement, he can't, but the rest are fine. Like, they're gathering outside. How many orcs do we have in the camp right now? Let's see, 1, 2,
I'm
3,
not
4,
so
5,
bad.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 20, 22, 25, plus the chieftain's 26, so we need another 50.
Copy and paste.
Yeah. You can do that to that's you, Grim. You can do that to varying degrees of how many orcs you want, because remember, you're going to be fighting with this, so...
Okay,
try
I'm
to
also
vary it.
actually Grim is gonna be working with the elves.
Yeah.
'Cause he's
Okay,
gonna
so
take up-
Grimall, you'll be working with the elf. So I guess I'm gonna do the orcish then.
Because he's gonna
Annabelle
be.
is just continually mumbling to herself. Just like,
Why?
He's taking.
Wait, get him in the tower. That's where you're supposed to. You're supposed to be setting up at the tower. Remember?
Yeah, this is. You said in the middle of town, right? So this is the one.
Yeah, it's that big building in the middle of the town. So.
This one or this one?
No, the one that right there. Yeah, you got it. So
This
you don't
one?
know.
Okay.
It's right here. That's the building they're setting up in. So the Rangers are going to take precedence. Like, they're going to leave you out of respect. They're going to. Well, I don't know if it's respect. Is it respect? So no. It's just they see that you're in the line. They're gonna line up along the tower edge. So they left you a spot on the tower edge.
Wait, over here or what?
No, it's just, can you see it? There's a hole right there where you could go.
Oh, yeah.
So they left you a
Alright.
spot really because they see that you have a long range weapon and you'd be better if you were closer to the center. So you guys will have D100. How's your eyes looking? Or how's your eyes? There's a... You're looking to the west and there's like a cloud. There's a green cloud and it looks like it's moving this way.
Ready, archers!
So he's looking at that. It's like, well, I'm glad that. So one of the this is the first time one of the elves has talked. So it's the commander one. It's like, well, looks like the orcs weren't lying, because he sees it too. He sees the green cloud coming this way as well.
Ready your men.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a
Oh,
fire
they're ready.
fight.
It just makes me feel sad that we've been fighting the wrong enemy all this time.
We'll stop mumbling and start redeeming yourself then.
It's like, fair enough. And then he just pulls out his bow in one fluid movement. And all the other elves around him do the same. Like they're getting braced and ready to fight.
The elf posse, man. We're coming in. We're gonna be raining arrows on your
Okay,
house.
so,
bitch.
Doctor, you just healed a bunch of people. Now what?
Good question. Just wait for whatever's coming.
Okay, so you're just gonna wait in the medical. And it's like, the doctor's like, he's kind of impressed, but he's not at the same time. It's like, he's taken aback. It's like, well, you healed everyone except for those, but, thank you, I guess. Then, then, you know, the big orc, which is, he's a pack leader. He's considered the highest, one of the higher ranks in the, he kind of clips the doctor. Show some respect. They helped us out.
No. It's
So,
okay. I
So,
prefer
like,
it
he's
this way.
immediately does so. It's like, well, thank you. Thank you very much. You saved a lot of orcs today. You saved a lot of lives.
Eh.
Okay.
Don't worry
It's
about
like,
it.
so, and the bigger orc is like, it's like, yes, now I can go back to what I'm good at. And he's like walking right outside, and then he starts shouting. It's like, you lot, form up.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
You guys look like a bunch of farm boys. Form those damn ranks.
Classical drill sergeant orc master.
He's a pack
Orcs
leader.
don't
He's
even
meant to
farm,
drive
so
them
that's more of an insult.
into battle. So
You know what? I want to see that. I want to see a D&D game where the drill sergeant is the orc. Is an orc.
well, that's
I just wanna
technically what
hear
he's
his
doing. It's
insults.
like, well, not drill sergeant because there's no time for training. He's just driving them
I'm
into.
just saying- I'm saying, yeah, I want to see like orc boot camp, and it's like this drill sergeant, an orc drill sergeant.
1,
He's
2,
like-
3, stab. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe later if you guys stick around, like in the camp. Or maybe
Yeah.
not. We'll find out.
Maybe not.
Okay,
We'll see how this
Saiyans.
goes.
You guys, what were you guys doing all that time?
Me and Oso were just talking. I was trying to get to know it, but
So it's like, are you scared that, all this is happening?
is
Death
she
could be
asking
probable.
me? Who's asking who that? Because,
Also, is asking you that.
well, at
What are you
least
guys
it would
doing
be
at
in the-
this table, by the way? Are you guys even sitting, or are you just in the back standing?
We're just in on the table in a corner of the.
You're on the table,
Room.
so you're like sitting on the table?
No, we're sitting at the table.
Oh, you're resting at the table, okay. It's like, are you on the table? Is she on the table? She's on the table while you're resting at the table, so she's like sitting cross-legged on the table. And so
Was she asking you what?
she's messing with her scythe blades in there. It's like she's sharpening them. How does she sharpen them without hands? I don't know.
He was asking
With
me something
feet?
before.
Yeah. Does she use her feet to do so? No. She's rubbing them together and they're getting sharper.
Just works, don't ask.
I guess she's sharpening a blade with a blade. That's about as much as you could pick up.
Actually, in Egypt, they used to make like fake pyramids, and they said if you put your razor blade inside, it will magically get more sharp.
Okay.
Wow.
Anyway,
Of course, it was a scam.
back to the task at hand. Sans. So she's asking you, are you afraid of death again? You know, because you didn't answer the first time.
Not really.
Okay. Oh, why is that?
Might even be for the better that I'm not alive anymore.
It's like, and she gets real serious, and she throw one of her talons sinks into the wood, and you hear like a loud thump. Are you shocked? Do a D100. Are you like taken aback by that? Yeah, you are. Like
Yeah.
that's uncharacteristic. Like her showing any sort of rage, and then she's looking at you with like daggers, and it's like, don't ever say that.
Why not?
It's because every life matters. You may think it doesn't matter, but it took me a while to realize every life matters.
Well, I've basically already died, so I'm an abomination. World.
Okay. It's like, so what? And then she's like pointing to where at. It's like, so is he. You don't see him wishing for death.
It's different.
What is where at
It's like,
doing?
so, and she's stuck on that. It's just like, what does it matter? What does it matter if you're different or not? Everything deserves at least a chance at life.
Well, at least he's not being hunted.
Okay.
Like I am. For one.
And it's like, so far, and she pokes you, and it's like, so far I haven't seen you being hunted.
Well,
Do you
are
really
the
think you're
first
being
one to
hunted,
show
or
up,
do you think they even care that you exist?
They care. Why would they otherwise have locked my memories away?
Okay. It's like, that's something personal. That doesn't have anything to do with them.
Yeah,
That's
it
what she
has and it
believes.
hasn't. They were the ones that created me, so it had to do something with them.
It's like, so she's like poking you. It's like, well, we need you alive right now, not dead.
No, I know that. I know that. I'm just
And like her talon is stuck in the table. So it's like, she's trying to pull it out all calmly, but it won't come out. It's like, can you help me with this?
Sure. I'll try to help.
Do 100. Okay, so it's lodged in there pretty well. Like, just, you're pulling, she's pulling, and yet it won't dislodge.
Let's try
You
again.
get like a conga line of people pulling.
All these orcs pulling.
So,
Eventually the
did we
table
do
just
this?
so one of the barkeep, the hunter comes over. It's like, did you just put? Okay, do you need help with that or something?
She
Do
might need
you
help.
want his help or do you want anyone's help?
Let's. How did we pull? Like. How did we try to pull it? Just straight up, or?
You tried to pull straight back the angle that she lodged it in, but it won't come out. Worst part because it's serrated also. So.
Yeah, we might need help then.
And so he just like reaches, like he's got a dagger out and he just like kind of wedges it in there and just kind of tries to ease the wood open. It's like, all right, you guys pull. I'll keep it wedged open.
Work.
So I'll do 100. Still nothing. So it's like, So he looks back. It's like, hey, I need 2 strong lads over here. And so only the biggest orc comes over. No, the 2 don't come over. The one big orc comes over.
Oh.
Then he looks like he doesn't say anything. He looks down at the situation, and he just in one swift movement he just grabs it and kind of like lightly tugs it out, but it comes out.
God damn, this guy is massive.
Yeah, and then he just goes back to what he was doing. And the barkeep's like, oh, don't mind him. He's the champion ranks are of a serious lot. They're not exactly social.
Well.
And that's when the alarm sounds. No,
Where's the alarm?
it's the town bell sound. Use the town bell.
Whoop whoop.
There
Oh
you go.
crap, that's right. Let me get. I got it. I
You
got
got it.
it. I got it. No.
A race for the soundtrack.
Yeah, so you hear the town bell going off,
What's that?
and then immediately all heads, like all the jovelness of the orcs is gone, and they're like rushing for the door. Like whatever they're doing, they just drop
Time to
everything.
get stuck in, boys!
No, they're not saying that as they get out. So they're silently they're all just gathering outside. So this is a basic wharf band fighting unit, just the 6 orcs and the 1 leader. So there's at least 4 of those outside. And I made it copy paste onto the wrong area. So there's a bunch of them outside. Let's see, Grimmaul, this is your chance, D100. Do you see which direction they're coming from?
Right, Iron Eyes.
No,
Iron Eye.
so it's like the town bell is ringing, but you can't, like, you raised it because the cloud is moving closer.
The elves see anything?
What do your elf eyes see?
The elves don't see anything, they can't pierce the cloud. So he's making like he's making conjectures, like whatever it is, they know that there must be elves here. That cloud, no, it wouldn't explain why. Like no natural cloud should block my sight.
Is it because we're looking up, or because is it because we're looking up? Are we looking up, or are we looking down?
It's like up, down. You're trying to get different angles, but it's like you can't pierce the cloud. It's like a thick mass of cloud. The fact that it's moving just makes it more disturbing.
We're looking from this direction, right?
Yeah, it's coming from the west. You know that the cloud's to the west. So
I immediately run over.
A group of berserkers is starting to gather up.
I immediately move over to this side.
Okay, let me extend the map a little bit also. So I'm gonna position you guys here, and we're gonna open up the battlefield.
Moved over to the right. Yes, if my suspicions are found correct.
Stop suspicioning. The battle be open. Or let the map be open now. So the berserkers are over there. There's a group of... Remember that when he was yelling at those defenders?
Yeah.
So he's there. So the pack leader's out there. He's rallying the defenders.
They see anything?
He said, "Shields up, multiple angles."
I think Annabelle rushes into the tavern and say, "Okay, we've got something to kill. It's not orcs though."
Okay. Danny, what's your response to that?
All men on deck.
Okay. So yeah, you're like heroic now because now you're not hungover.
Meanwhile,
So-
Whereat smashes through the tent.
And Diusa's kind of like that's like, are you actually heroic or are you just trying to sound heroic?
Yes, I'm trying.
This is no time for pondering.
It's like very well, and then Whereat's like he doesn't even say anything. But you hear him. He's beelining it straight for the front lines.
They see anything as they get to the front lines?
Let's see. The cloud is still creeping forward, like it's not stopping. So there's a group of, like, behind the front line there's a group of 4 shamans.
Oh, weird boys.
I guess
Their main element is lightning, so they're trying to, like, pierce the cloud with electrical discharge, but nothing seems to be getting through.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening.
There goes. Can I look behind me? Can I look behind us?
Okay. D100. So it's like, but that's one of the issues is that it seems, is it starting to creep from other angles? No. So all the orcs are gathering on the one front. There's a couple orcs holding back in case the trolls are like there's a total of there's not that many trolls. So like there's troll shaman. There's the 2 troll shamans, and they're gonna be with a bodyguard. see. He's got a bunch of his allies with him. Or that's as much as they could spare as 2 troll. There's not that many trolls in the camp. Most of it's orcs. So they're gathering up behind the main line. Then we have the... Let's see. Was there any other units besides that? I mean, I think that's the maximum.
You said there were like 100, right?
Yeah, at least 100, so maybe more. Let's see, do we... Okay, so I can't increase basic infantry squads. It's gonna be more defenders. So, there's the rear line defense group, and then there's the front line, which is groups of 8 defenders. So, you know, the standard pack size is 8. So... 24, 40, yeah, that's plenty right there. So there's a couple defenders in the front, there's a lot of orcs waiting in the back. Most of them are melee oriented. There's the pack leader, and as you notice, there's only one pack leader, there's no more.
He's the only one.
Yeah, there's only one pack leader, and he's got his sergeant with him. Okay, so the orc army, you see that the orc army, okay, are you guys going to gather on the front lines, or are you going to stay in the center of the camp?
First of all, I'm gonna ask the hunter in the bar, is there a high vantage point?
Yeah. And he just sees it, he goes to the door and he just points, it's like that tower. That's our tallest building in this town.
I'll just climb it.
But you can't stay here, we have to, you know, we have the militia. So the militia is, there's only really, like, there should be more hunters, but right now there's only 2 hunters. Which is kind of disturbing because the hunters are like the major civilians. They know most of the craft, and yet there's only 2 of them now. Ignore what I just did. If you guys saw that. Okay, so there's the 4 defenders defending the tower. Because if they get to the archers, then we're going to be in trouble. The 2 orcs are still wounded in the camp. There's the hunter who's going to be on the front line. There's only 1 troll hunter.
Is it the same one? Oh, it's the same one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's I can't afford, and Dr. 7 looks like he's gonna do something evil. So Grimald, D100 once again, it's like, can you still, is it the cloud still... Okay, so now you see things starting to move out of the cloud. Like the cloud has stopped in front of the battle line, and now things are starting to crawl out of the cloud.
Not the beast!
So you see a bunch of these things like run, like you're taken aback, and these things are running forwards.
Do I recognize what they are?
D100. Yeah, so you already automatically know these things are suiciders. You know, swamp corpses.
Archers! Fire!
Gotta take you down to the midnight sea.
D100, can you get them from this range? No, you cannot. They're too far. And they're moving too fast for you to get an accurate shot off, so they're going to hit the front line. See, casualties? No casualties. So the orcs on the front line they see it coming and it's like, brace!
I'll be right back, guys.
Alright.
Actually,
Put on your braces!
Forgot the battle music, hold on.
Okay. You sure that's not copyrighted? Oh, too late now. Okay, so they brace and they take the explosions on their shields. None of them are harmed.
Alright, how about this one?
Yes.
Pretty sure this one is.
Yeah, just go with it. I don't even care anymore. Okay, so... Are these things making noise? They're making a lot of noise. They're not silent at all. Like, they're making loud screeching, and like a good 10 of them rush forward and detonate on the shield bearers. Okay, so they're braced. Are they disoriented? Yes, they are.
Oh.
So they're disoriented, and then there's like larger beasts coming in behind them. Slow lumbering, like they're like the front line.
What are those?
Do you know what they are?
Yes, I do.
Like
Okay.
Grimmauld. So Annabelle, like, it's like, oh, it's you. Annabelle gets a rough feeling. Grimmauld automatically knows what those are.
Swamp turtles.
Yeah, so he knows they're swamp turtles. At least that's what the name they're given.
Not the turtles!
So, the line is still not broken.
Are we in range to shoot now? Are they close enough in range?
Okay. So let's go a little bit to the back line. So Grimmaul is taking on the front line from range as much as he can. Dogma, what are you doing with the militia? You're just chilling there?
Wasn't he AFK for a sec?
Oh yeah, he went AFK. Okay, so Sains, you're just chilling with the militia as well?
Yeah, I'm informing the militia of what's happening in the battle.
Okay, so Dr. Seven, what are you doing with the 2 orc patients?
That's a good question. Can they be helped anymore?
D100. Can you help them? You can, but it would require using your powers.
Uh-oh.
Because no natural mean would save them. They're not like dying, they can't really fight anymore.
Oh. They want to fight? Or they're like saying, I want to get out there, I want to fight with the boys?
They're in no position to actually demand anything. I mean, like, one of them's missing an arm, the other one's missing a leg. They know they want to fight, but they can't.
What if I were to
feel my
inject them with a
legs. I
virus
don't have
that
any
takes away their pain? Almost like adrenaline. Just stick
100,
it to
can
them.
you even do it that way?
No.
No.
Damn!
Your symbiote comes up and is like, dude, we can't do that.
It's like, no, it's more of a, why waste your time on these ones?
Because it'd be funny to see.
You do not make a convincing argument to him, so... It's like, you know how much biomass it takes to actually do these things?
Hence I feed him. So?
It's like, but I need the food now, not in the future. You're thinking in the future tense.
Well, let's go find their storage tent and eat all their food.
There are some, like,
Oh.
limbs.
Yeah, he's not in disagreement. It's like, do whatever you wish. Just, I don't care.
Alrighty. Let's go looting.
So none of that has happened. Stop doing sound effects. It's too many. You're going
The
overboard
orcs
with
have
sound
just begun
effects.
fighting each other.
Now the ambiance is becoming a distraction.
I just turned it off completely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, cause it's like Dopplering with multiple waves of sound, and it's like now it's just becoming a distraction.
Alright, I'll just open up my own music.
Okay. Anyway, so you're just gonna go out of the tent and start looking.
Yep.
Okay, so just go out and D100. Okay, so you're looking around, you get a general idea that it's gonna be in the farthest part of the camp, which is the bottom right.
Alrighty. Let's go take a look.
Guards, none. Because they're busy fighting.
Convenient.
So there's no opposition, no guards, it's not even locked, it's a tent, so you can just walk in.
Alright. Chow time.
Food stuff, not a lot. There's not a lot anywhere. Not a lot that's left. Let's see, hold low number, high number, so you have to roll like a D2. You're only going to get like one charge from the amount of food in there.
Ah, shit.
So not a lot. You'll eat all of their food though, so they'll probably notice that.
Will they know it's me, though?
D100. So will they know it? Can you do it fast enough where they're... Yeah, they'll likely know it's you.
Shit. That's inconvenient.
I mean, there's no
weird
attacks
guy.
coming from that angle, so it's an internal threat, and he doesn't trust you already, so he's just going to assume it was you.
That's fair enough. But I did save his people, so...
Oh, you
That's
didn't?
gotta
You
earn
didn't
me
do
some
anything
points.
for them. Yet.
What do you...
You
I
saved
put
the
their freaking
wounded.
limbs back on.
They're still like, that's like a 50-50, so it's like you did one good thing, and then you do one, like, another bad thing.
Should cancel out, right?
No, because you saved a couple people, and then you're starving them out. So yeah, that
They
does
go
not
hunting.
balance out.
Ah, damn it. Alright. Fuck that, then.
Okay, moving on. Sains, what's your opinion? I thought you were in the vantage point.
No, I wasn't. Yet, at least.
Okay. So are you going to go to the vantage point? Why are you going to the vantage point?
Why would I go to the vantage point indeed? My bow and arrow doesn't work that far, so
Yeah, so you're not a sniper, so...
not yet at least.
So what will you do?
I'm gonna go there.
Okay, so...
Somewhat.
So, let's see. So Elsa's following you. She's like silent. She's not making any noise. You don't even know. You have to look back every so often because you're not hearing any discernible noise coming from her. No movements, nothing.
You know what those things are?
It's like, no, I have no idea.
Well,
Were you not eavesdropping on everyone shouting all these things?
Yeah, didn't you hear me yell, "Not the turtles"?
did I hear them?
I don't know. Were you paying D100?
Or
Were you
was I
actually paying
thinking
attention to
something?
any of that?
No.
So you were in your own mind.
Well,
So you were like, I don't even know what you were focusing on. What were you focusing on that made you like distracted from everything?
There's
kind of what happened. All what happened, like me discovering my past.
Okay, so all the things that are going in.
Yeah.
So let's see. So as you're watching these things start to engage the front line, the orcs are obviously going to fight back. How do they do? Not so good. I mean, those things they burst through their lines. No orc, they rise in defense, but I mean, that's like they're being barged aside. Casualties? No. So
The army's thick enough to handle
so
it.
like they're getting nudged aside as this thing is pushing through the line.
What about the other ones?
Saints, can you D100 see how many? Can you see them all, or can you see only some of them? You can, so you see everything. So you see that's happening on all the lines. They're basically pushing us in.
It's
This doesn't look good.
See, second line, third line. Third line has casualties. So I get to roll a d8. So one of them is hit so hard that he's pulped. So one of them is dead.
Does he fly over and land at my feet?
That's a long ass distance. D100. No. So he gets splattered where he's standing. And the fourth line does not have casualties. So we're holding very well, but they're getting pushed in.
Push your shit in.
Stop moving things.
Trying to help.
Okay. They're not helping. You're just making it more work.
This doesn't look good.
Okay, so... And
What
of course
can we do
there are
about
those
this?
behind them. They're just a distraction. Then you have the things behind them. Which is... What is that under?
Abomination.
Yeah, it's all under Abomination, so...
The horrific duck
There's
beast.
like... You hear like a chittering sound, and you see like a bunch of these things just start... And I'm talking like a horde, I'm talking a lot of them.
The fuck?
Like large packs of these. They look like some sort of humanoid thing, but they're moving on all fours, they're moving really fast on their feet, they're really, really fast. And that's not just one, there's like packs of these things, like a lot of them. And what's worse is they're moving in packs, they're moving in groups of 8. So, and they're running different methods, but it looks like they're moving as like rough squads.
Do I know what they are?
You're not going to know everything. So,
Yeah, these are probably new.
yeah, these none of you have seen before.
Hey, I didn't roll on anything.
Okay, well, do so. So yeah, it's like I said, none of you have seen these before.
Ah, shit.
When I make a problem, usually my assumptions are correct.
Does also know what it is.
So these things are like fast-moving, really small things. What about the
They look
chief?
human.
The chief
They
has
look
fought these things before. And so it's like he screams out, "Swamp dogs!" Brace!
Just look at their faces.
Are they small enough to kick just away?
How are they? What?
D100. Are they small? She said, "Are they?" He said, "Are they small enough to kick away?" So D100.
I would be able to kick one of these things quite far.
Yeah.
Plus, they don't.
Yeah,
look
that's
like,
if you're on the front line. You're not on the front line though. So.
Plus, they don't look like they have that much muscle. If you look at them.
So, on to Grimmall. Grimmall, are you gonna try to make some shots at them? But it's like you don't have a lot of bullets.
Shoot the big one!
I'm like pulling. Yeah, I'm probably gonna shoot the big one. But
you do not have height advantage, so like you can't, like even your rifle can't shoot from that far.
God damn it!
So,
Is there?
although
you
it gives
said
you a
hold
higher
on.
vantage point, that's way beyond your maximum range.
I got a question. So these are buildings or tents?
These tents. You can shoot over them, but
No, I'm saying,
problem
could I,
is
like,
the
jump?
distance.
Could I jump on them and like move across?
Okay, so no, they're not stable enough for that.
All right. What about the archers? Are they in range to shoot?
No, even the elves realize, this is too far. We're gonna have to get closer.
Damn it!
So as one, the elves don't even wait for confirmation. They're like moving through the tents towards the front lines.
I'm gonna first.
So they're all just like, so you're just left alone in the tower. The rest have bailed out.
All right. Let's hope we can get some morale up. So I'm gonna be aiming for this big guy over here.
Oh, hey, elves.
So
I hope
you're
that-
gonna try to go for a long shot.
I hope that the D100 is gonna be fatal. So
Yeah. Well, that's an if.
yeah.
So where are you shooting? Well, let me
This
just show
guy.
you what's happening. This
Yeah,
is where
I
the
see-
battle is. So you're shooting
know.
that one. All right. So take your shot. You still will use a bullet.
That's a
so it's a
hit.
hit. Is it fatal?
Yes.
Of course it is. So, and it's because it's
Okay.
a surprise attack. You're not engaged enough. They're distracted, so you're doing like a stealth attack.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still getting headshots. Like, boom, headshot.
His hands aren't shaking. I don't think he's
Boom,
like he's
headshot.
professional about this. He's not scared.
I'm not.
So it's like, all right. So I'll just breathe deep. Try to sight.
It's
You know,
like-
it's just you're starting to think
It's
like a
like- no,
sniper,
it's
which
like,
is you're measuring wind
this.
velocity.
It's
You're
breathe
measuring
deep.
how distance to target, which is a couple, like at least you think it's approximately 180 feet. And you just fire the shot and it goes
Probably.
through its head.
It's like aim with a hand, shoot with a mind, go with a heart like Arctic ice.
Okay, so it does it, and it just like flops where it is. Like its head is missing, and then it just flops dead to where it is on its side.
So Grimmel, do you just like hum all the time when you're shooting?
Yeah, he does.
He's
Okay.
hums,
Yeah, we'll go
he
with
hums his
that.
army day, like he hums, like back in his army days, they like have like, like in the army how like when they're marching and stuff, they always have like these hymns. So basically, he's like recounting those hymns. It's like aim with whistling.
Oh, all the little like hints he's gained from his military career.
Pretty much.
Okay, so now we're moving on to Annabelle. Let's see, enemy action.
How do the
No,
wait,
the enemy is still surging forward.
How do the orcs feel actually about this? That they just saw one of these things flop over.
They're rallying. It's like, look, they can be beaten. Hold the line.
Good.
Because you just took one's head off, so you're like
charge
you're in a
up
way
and-
you're rallying them. But these things are like climbing over the giant monsters to get to the orcs.
Scheißerhosen.
Let's see, second wave. Oh, and that's not the worst part. Worst part is you see the first wave and then you see the second wave, which is just the same amount after it.
Oh.
So it is a swarm. It is a lot of them.
I just thought, just because my like ability to use life magic is gone, am I able to use like other forms of magic?
D100. Can you use other? No, you can't.
Damn.
It's the only magic you knew. It's tapped into you. It was tapped into your very being, and then a malicious thing just inside of you just shut it off. Speaking of which, it's like so it's taunting you. It's like, see how powerless you are without your own little tricks.
That like slightly agitates her, so she's gonna charge up and try and kill one of these giant things.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a long distance. Are you sure you can even run that far?
Maybe it's like a heroic.
Yep, I've got
heroic
45,
charge.
so if I
Yeah,
use one
okay,
of my
cool.
turns, just one.
So you can get like beyond one of the aura. Whoa, let me put you in back. Boop. So you're like standing on top of one of the dead orcs who's been pulped, and then you're just going for a swing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and like blatantly kill it.
Okay. So
Damn
you
it.
cannot. You have one more attempt. Okay,
That's a hit.
D100 for lethality. Okay,
That's
so
a
it's
kill.
So how
Does
are
it
you
correct
disabling?
the-
Like, how are you killing this thing? Because it's like much taller than you.
I say like, don't underestimate me, and then like I like stab my scythe into its side and use that as a sort of climbing
Its side
lever.
is much higher than you.
But then its leg or something.
Okay,
and I
so
use
you're
that as
using
something to
your
climb.
scythe as leverage to climb it.
Yeah, and then once I get up to its head, I just slit its throat or something.
Okay, is it trying to? It's not trying to. It doesn't even notice you're there. Like, it doesn't notice you're lodging into it. So it doesn't
so
have a
falls-
throat. If you noticed.
So if it falls.
Okay, then I stab through its eyes.
Okay.
That's a tried and true
So
method.
yeah, so like it notices when you stab one of its eyes, and then it tries to shake you off. But by that time, you're already there. So you're like stabbing into it until you hit its brain.
Does it fall back on its on the back where these things
Yeah.
are?
So
Are they
does it
crushed?
crush them? Of course it does. So it like. Well, it doesn't fall back. It falls on its side, but the creatures are taken with it, so they fall on there. They fall and get crushed under it. So hold on. All I got to do is this: just move at the front, and then just kill that one.
Okay.
So
There we
yeah,
go.
so they're
And then
gone. They were
I'm
crushed
on top
underneath
of
it. What's the sound it makes? So the sound is audible. It makes oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. What happened to Annabelle?
I'm behind it again.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so
Put it.
Can you just put me to front or something?
I'm working on it. Okay, so now you're on the front. So now you'll be on top of it. So what? You just idly D100? Are you like caught in the fall? No. So
No.
you just easily just leap off, or how do you get off it? Like it's falling.
I think I just like get onto the side of like that.
Oh,
It's
you just like casually
the
walk
top?
as it's falling.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're just standing on it. So
feeling very smug.
it's like, and then like your inner self is like, yes, you see, you don't need special powers to do these things.
Still
You're
be
a born
helpful.
killer.
Stop baiting me. I'm getting into dangerous situations.
It's like you are born into danger. Danger is where you thrive. Look at what you created.
More of what I destroyed.
It's like create, destroy, all part of a cycle.
I guess you can be right on one thing.
Okay, so where at's gonna brush right by all the other orc gods and take on the third one. If I can just find it.
He's in the back.
So it's
Oh, there he is.
it's like move, green men. So he just pushes them aside. Like they're trying to brace, and then he just moves to the front.
Move, green man. All right.
And
So
he just like he's just holding it in place,
is
but
he
he can't move
wrestling
it. It's stronger than he is.
is it? Is he like wrestling it? Like with
Yeah,
his-
he's like trying to stop it dead, but it's winning the fight.
He still has another chance because that was a charge.
No, I used
and
both
action.
chances.
No, it's a charge and then it was a
Yeah, I
charge.
did two
action.
actions.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay, so he's trying to wrestle with it, but it's like it's much stronger than he is. So, and then those creatures are using it as a bridge. Like they're bounding over him and charging into the orc lines. The orcs are not prepared for that. Let's see, casualties. How many? How many are in the area?
This area.
There's 15 of them.
Oh,
So 6 of them, the front 6, get mauled. Like, they're fighting to the last. Let's see, do they dish counter blows? Of course. Let's see, is it... so, D8, that's 27. So they take a good, like, they take the first 9 down easily, but then the last 9 it starts to take their toll. Like, they're... So, these 9 are dead.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah, these 9 are dead, those 9 are dead. But then the third group leaps over and they start mauling the orcs. Because, I mean, you can only fight so many before they break your lines. So what are the sounds they're making? They're making like screeching noises as they're doing it. So these ones leap these ones are leaping on top and they kill 6 of the orc defenders.
And then there's where we're at, in the middle of it.
Yep.
Crap.
Trying to hold the monster in place. Okay, what does it do? Let's see, does he go? No, so they're basically locked in place. He can't do anything, but Wera can't do anything either. So these things are kind of breaking formation. They're starting to spread out and spread into the ranks. These ones over here, can you mark all the ones up there dead? Because they got, they are dead. So there's a pile of them.
Oh, these guys?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hold on, I gotta move this one. So there's a pile over there, there's a pile over here. And the rest are gonna surge forward.
Alright, I gotcha.
So these things are on the attack, like they're not stopping. Doesn't matter how many of them get killed, they're gonna keep charging forward. So Annabelle, you're in trouble because you may have killed the larger one, but there's a bunch of them right behind it. And they're beelining like straight at you. See, okay, so there's no more of that horde type. And there's no more of the turtles. But we get to introduce something new.
Interesting. Alright. Everybody get ready for pain.
Okay.
It's Batman.
It's Batman.
Batman comes in.
Batman.
Batman. Oh, you know, we never actually made bat creatures. Batman
What, bat creatures? Not yet. Because we haven't been cave exploring. What you see is like... Behind it all, you see a bunch of these guys, but this time they're not friendly. They don't look friendly. Like, they look like they're armed for war this time.
Fucking toad priests.
Yep. They're not priests. They don't look like priests.
Oh.
They have stars, so it's...
They have staffs, but I mean, they look more like warriors than they look like priests. Let's see, so there's only one group of them. Okay, so what else we got? Can you see it from here? No, so not yet. So the horde of hordes is still moving forward. Let's see, what is so the orc leader, like the troll leader, is trying to just keep his men alive, trying to keep his men rallied. So it's like, so the pack leader says, "Right line's buckling. Send more men over there." So these guys are going to reposition from that side, which is winning, to the other side that is not winning. Speaking of which, that end holds still. These things are leaping over, but they're held back.
How many?
So it's like he's fighting. So these things are on top of this creature and they're fighting. But I mean, the defenders are holding their own.
Is there like a counterattack?
See, counterattack?
Is there a counter?
Yes. Lethal counterattack? Yes. So
How many?
7 of them. So they knock 7 of these things off its back. And remember, their weapon of choice is like hammers. So
And it's
they're
lethal,
just like hammering
so
them to
let me
death.
just put the X's.
So 7 out of 8. So a good majority of them are dead.
There's one lonely guy. He's like, "Oh no, don't kill me. I'm just lonely."
Well, it's like on its back, crouched and hissing.
Oh, okay.
Waiting for some friends.
Go up the line.
Probably,
Those
yeah.
ones are like not attacking immediately. But the crew, like they're gathering now that they see, it's almost like they're intelligent. They're gathering and they're starting to get they're amassing a larger horde, so that the next attack's going to be a bigger wave. Okay, so Dogma, where are you?
All the way back here.
Do you hear all the fighting, D100? Like, do you hear the fighting and the bloodshed and the screeching and everything? Yeah, of course. It's kind of hard to miss.
Good.
So,
Okay.
so what exactly are you doing back here?
Well, I guess I'm back here in case we get ambushed or
Okay. So you're
something
rear
trying
guard.
to sandwich you. But I guess I guess I would try because we're all the way back here. There's no reason to be in the middle of nothing. So I think I will try to command the group I'm in to move forwards. Maybe.
They're under orders to guard the civilians, which is the 2 hunters.
Okay. So, oh yeah, so the civilians here as well. Okay.
Speaking
Okay.
of which, ambush, because there always is. So, what to bring?
It's
Something
a
a little
trap.
strange, like D100.
100. Okay.
Okay, not you, Grimmaul. Well, you don't hear it, but Dogma hears it. Like, you hear howling in the distance. D100 again.
Oh god,
Both
not
of
my
you, actually.
hunters.
Because Grimmaul's in the area,
Okay.
so...
Oh, do I roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. No, I still
you
don't
didn't hear
hear
the
it.
howling nor saw the movement, so both of you are taken by surprise when you see these things leaping off the roof.
Well, fuck.
Could I get a shot?
Those wolf things.
Could I get a shot in?
There's a pack of them, D100. D100, both of you. Do you have enough time to actually respond? Dogma
do.
does. So he heard it, and then he sees it. So it's like, it's a pack of them, and they're in the back. And are you going to superimpose yourself between them and the civilians, or how's this going to work?
Yeah. So I guess I.
Let me focus you guys on the battle. Whoops. That's where we are.
Yeah. So I guess I charge.
Okay.
Over them, like through there. Do I need to roll
so you
something?
charge past everyone.
Okay.
So yeah, okay, then what?
And then I hit the first wolf. At least I try. I guess.
Okay, well, try. Okay, so 40 slash, 40 pierce. Their armor is... Let's see, what did this macro do? Forgot what it did.
It was armor.
Yeah, I'm pressing the wrong one. I hit the defense one on accident. There we go. So they have medium armor, and their armor underclass is medium as well. So that is medium is vulnerable to what?
Pierce, right?
Pierce? Yeah, I think it's Pierce.
Yeah.
Good.
You get him.
Let me double check that. Go
And then
under
light is
the
slash.
information. No, it's under features. Okay, slash is good against light. Yeah, pierce is good against medium. So your pierce damage will do double. So you do basic slash damage, 40
80.
plus an 80.
Excellent.
Oh yeah. Oh
120. It hits it, but it doesn't like. So it only does like that to him. His hide is pretty tough.
Okay. Guess I have another hit.
So, and they're not taken aback by that. They're simply like they realign there to a new target. So, Lace is gonna be there beside you. Okay, you're gonna attack again.
Yep.
That's a hit.
So that's also gonna be a. His armor's still holding.
Some
So
fur.
she's
You
gonna
still
use her
got some.
claws. That's a
That's
crit
a hit.
fail. Does no damage.
And it didn't even
No.
hit.
It didn't
So
even hit
yeah.
anyway. So and then she's gonna try using water on them, which also misses.
All right. What else does she have?
That was it.
She has the D100, doesn't she?
She can't. She just used her attacks.
Okay.
Okay, so the wolves. Let's see. They're gonna repost and they're gonna attack immediately.
Shit.
Hope the dice gods have mercy on you,
Oh,
dog.
they're not gonna have mercy on you. They never do.
Oh well.
No mercy for you.
Okay, so first off. Oh dear.
Oh, what's
They
up?
are geared towards
Should I play sad music or something?
no. No, I said oh dear as in
Oh, I thought I
these
was
are
dying.
formatted incorrectly.
Oh, what?
Just ignore that they were
Oh my
formatted
God.
incorrectly, and let's get on with the murder.
Oh my God. All right.
No, I'd say it
Run
was
with
because
damage.
they were
Were they
Like
copy?
no, because
top
they were
button.
geared up to the wrong character page.
All right.
Okay, first they're going to use their slashing. So they have advantage because they're just two of you, and the other orcs haven't been able to respond. So
Okay.
they do 24 each. So it's a frenzy of claws. So Danny, you have 2 defense actions.
Parry!
Okay, so that's a miss.
Parry!
You got another.
That's a
Yes!
hit, but it disarms them. So
Yeah.
disarm is in like, are you
You
cutting
cut
off
off
his
his
hands or
hands.
his arms?
I cut off his arms.
Okay, so
His
fatal.
hands come.
That is fatal. So pick a target. Which one are you arm cutting?
The one above me.
Okay, so it like tries to slash at you, but it overextends itself, and then you just cut a long diagonal across him.
Blood
Okay,
splatters all over my
so
What about
he's
face.
got
Darius's
how many
defenses?
slashes do you have to dodge still? You still have 4 slashes to dodge. What's your armor class again? You don't have armor class. Never mind.
Yeah.
You don't have your defense. All right, so Ayusha is going to dodge once, twice. So dodge is in she can move. Like she'll actually move back a little bit because the second one failed anyway. So she's not out of range of one of the attacks. So she's still going to get hit anyway, which is for 22 damage. What was her armor class again? Her armor class was heavy, which means she resists slash damage. So she'll actually just take the blow with this. She didn't even have to dodge the blow. She could have just taken it on her armor. Okay, so Dogma is going to get hit with what? 3 slashes?
Yeah,
No,
3.
one of them was
So
dodged.
you're lucky that it didn't go over your armor. You're going to lose all your armor, and then you're going to get... What is your underskin? You have under defense.
I do?
Press the button.
Oh yeah, I do.
It would have only done
under
2
defense.
hits.
Light armor, so no. Isn't slash better against light armor anyway?
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't it 2
so-
bonus damage to light armor?
Yeah, it does. So you
That
lost.
sucks. Okay, so you're gonna take double that, which is
Oh my
you really got lucky because that if that other slash had penetrated your armor further, it would have killed you. Like the 2 blows that landed would have slaughtered you instantly. So
I can't feel my legs.
My legs!